We gon' give it, can't never get nothing to me. Every time I turn around, cats got their hands out, want something from it. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Let's leave it at that, cause I ain't with it. Hit it with full strength. I'm a jail nigga, so I face the world like a girl and you do a plan. You against me against you. Whatever, whenever, nigga, fuck you gon' do.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Twin Chickens Podcast. It is your boy, Artie, 50 million. We got Evan and Yassine today in the studio. Oh my God, we have so much to talk about. First of all, some house cleaning notes. What did you guys think of Clarice's podcast? That thing has been booming. So if you want to follow her, show your support on Instagram, that's the way to follow her. Again, tip link is always available for anything. If you guys want to do shout outs or anything like that, we will read them live on the show. Other than that, let's start with getting to know Yassine, because we've been trying to get you on here for a while.
Appreciate that. I've been trying to get on for a minute.
Yeah, and we finally... Okay, first of all, where are you from? Where you going? Social security number. Roll it off.
Got you. I'm digits on the back of your credit card, all that.
All that good stuff, man. Start from the top.
I'm Yassine. I'm from Bermuda. I am here in Minnesota through some connections I made on Up With People.
Yep.
Just here to work on music.
Up With People is
art.
a foundation that helps, I believe, spread the word of music, isn't that?
Yeah. So Up With People is a non-profit organization. And they don't really do this as much anymore, but what they did for a while was send a group of young people to tour around the world,
right.
And we would do a mixture of volunteering and performance.
Right.
So during the week we would volunteer in the community, and on the weekends we'd have an awesome musical show. And then we'd also stay with host families and travel across different continents and countries, and it was really, really dope.
Was there a nice balance between being able to perform and do community service, or were there like some places in the different cities where you're like, oh wait, we get to do a week solid of community service and then go to the next city and then we get to perform more?
It depended on the week, but it depended on like what you did in the show. Okay. So there were certain cast members who, like, if they could sing a lot better, during the week instead of volunteering, they might go to do acoustic promotion for the show. Okay. So it all depends, like, what different songs you sang and like your level of performance and all of that as to how much you did.
It was more of a collab, right? Like, in terms of artists getting together, but the cause was to provide music to places that didn't have wealth or didn't.
Well, the cause was just to use our music to spread a good message. We went to places that varied in terms of wealth. Like, there were some cities we stopped in that were just rich white neighborhoods, and then there were some cities we stopped in which, like, had an earthquake a few years before and things like that. And so the idea was to spread, use our music as like a vessel of change. We had songs about climate change, we had songs about the refugee crisis, and all sorts of things.
Well, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
And so I got introduced through Yassine through the band. I believe we were having our band practice, and then you just showed up one day. Like,
yeah,
hey, there you go.
Yeah, I pulled up. I got off the plane. I met Evan. We went camping. It was very, very like
boom, 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 boom. Here we go.
Yeah, quick shit.
I definitely remember being extremely loud that first night. Yeah. When we were at the campsite,
for sure,
rolled up and woke up all the little kids and old people at the camp.
Now we have a lot of stories to catch up on. For now, I will just give open up the show real quick, and we're gonna get into it, man.
Let's run it.
We have so many things to talk about. So for right now, let's get right in. Let's see this guy right here. All right, you see. First of all, man.
Yeah.
What has been the most fun experience you've had here in Minnesota?
That was one of them. Shit.
All right, cool. I'm glad I could top it.
I think, honestly, the nature in Minnesota is completely different. So I'm from Bermuda, and I also have heritage in Morocco, and like the nature here is completely different. It's also currently fall,
right?
So everything's changing color. There was another weekend when I went camping with Evan, and we explored a waterfall and a river, and that was probably
I was there too.
Experience. Yeah, obviously. Sorry, I forgot our tour.
I always get left out in the dust. Anywho's.
That was probably my favorite experience so far.
The waterfall.
The
right.
waterfall. It was incredible because we don't have anything like that in Bermuda.
And I think you showed me a couple of pictures. You have on your Instagram pictures of Bermuda, right?
I have some, like, if you, like, search, they're kind of buried. I have,
Right.
if you find photos of Bermuda online, like, you'll see, like, pink beaches and really bright blue ocean and all sorts of flora and fauna, but it all, like, kind of looks the same. We were camping in this spot where, like, you could walk 5 minutes and the scenery
Right.
would change a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Incredible.
Which we're kind of dabbed into the middle of Minnesota. But for you, Evan, what has been your favorite experience with this guy? Favorite moment?
Let's see. I think some of the best moments have been being able to improvise while I play on the piano and he's rapping some bars.
Yeah.
There was one
It's a good
especially
time.
good moment last Sunday, a couple days ago. Stayed up after a band practice, and it was a lot of fun to be able to play this honky tonk piano and just talk about Graham's shower.
Yeah, all sorts of, like, really important shit. Like,
We covered some good topics.
yeah.
Absolutely. And then you were rooming with Graham this entire time.
Yeah.
All right.
How has that been?
Yeah, exactly. Highs and lows. What do you think?
It's been very interesting. Graham is, for those who don't know, he plays in a band that we're all a part of,
Yep.
Elite Bullshit.
He was on the podcast.
He was on the podcast. Awesome. So Graham is one of the most talented musicians I know. And something that a lot of people don't see is how much practice he puts in.
Uh-huh.
And so you definitely, like, if you live at Graham's house, like, step out of the shower to, like, some blasting guitar
Oh, yeah.
chords and then, like, wake up to some blasting guitar chords. And so it's a lot of music all the time, but it's been incredible to be surrounded by that much music. And also, like, Graham and I exist in two completely separate spheres of music. Like,
Right.
I rap and I do a lot of vocals and a lot of, like, improvisational things with my voice.
Yeah.
And he's fully immersed into instrumentation and a lot of music theory and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's been really interesting to have these conversations and view this general thing, music, which we all love, and see how it hits different people differently.
Absolutely. And then you were also living with Aaron.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm going to miss...
Aaron got my whole
miss that.
heart.
Yeah.
Aaron's most of the reason that I am in Minnesota right now.
Right.
He
The main plug.
Dude, as soon as I met him, like, super special connection.
He has that ability with people, honestly. Like, the minute you meet this guy, and he's very genuine and very nice, like we were talking about before. Like, just Aaron is pure-hearted soul.
Yeah. Pure-hearted soul. And then, like, also, of the connections I made on Up With People, my connection with Aaron was one of the strongest.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually incredible to be able to visit here when Aaron and Melina were both here, because I also really connected with Melina
Oh, yeah.
and Graham, and so it was super unlikely that the four of us would end up in the same place again, and the fact that we made it work was really special.
Yeah.
That is very cool to see.
Yeah, Melina's such a beautiful, beautiful energy as well.
Yeah, and when we had her on the podcast, like, it was funny. Like, my first time meeting her, I had no idea what I was in for, you know? Like, if I had time like what you guys did, like, actually got, like, a little bit more time to spend with her, yeah. She's really cool outside of, like, everything, you know? She's dope on her own.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's crazy that you guys were able to do it again.
Yeah, it's been really weird on this kind of, like, Up With People round 2 mission. It's been, like... It's been intense because I'm chilling and, like, I'm with Aaron and Graham and Melina and we're making music all the time, so I get right back into it. Then I meet people like Evan and, like, you and Monkey and, like, new people who I've never met before.
Right.
So it's like my brain is in Up With People mode, and then I'm like, shit, there's other people here too.
Right.
Fuck. Like,
For sure, man.
There's other people out of the sphere.
yeah.
Now, besides that, man, like, food-wise...
Ooh.
I know you just a little bit now. Every time you've come into the studio, we left a little bit stronger bond, honestly, with each other.
It's been a good vibe.
Like, even just today, we were working on Yassine's, like, I was doing some studio work with Yassine, and, like, I mean, I don't know much of rap stuff. Like, I listen to mainly, like, indie kind of rock kind of stuff. But you really opened my eyes to, like, the potential that rap has, and, like, basically exploring a different side of my mind to that kind of stuff. And we made something pretty fire today.
We made some incredible shit.
Some pretty which hopefully I can work on the back end and get it released. But, dude, just honestly, the things that you were able to provide for me, like, I couldn't get that from anybody else. So I just want to say my part. Thank you.
I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Rap is consistently the other day I was doing some general vandalism, writing on a bench in Minnesota, as one does. And I wrote down, "Hip hop is the ruler of the world. Crown on my head, jewels in my curls." Because rap just has this power that is just so different. When I was telling Arturo about this today, when I started performing, I started the first art form I ever entered was stand-up comedy, and that's all about being able to talk effectively. And what rap does is it takes being able to talk effectively and it just jet fuels that process. And so being able to be creative, and then freestyling it's like sparring and boxing. Like, it's super challenging, but when you do it right, it's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Would you elaborate on your first experiences with stand-up comedy? Like, did you carry through with that, or did it kind of fizzle and die out? What was it like?
It fully fizzled and died out. Like, I was like 8 years old.
I just recently tried it.
It's daunting. Like, it's fun, but so my dad was always like really, really funny, and one of the funniest people that I knew. He ran this creative arts charity called Chew Stick, and Chew Stick provided a stage for whatever, for musicians, for rappers, for poets.
Kind of like a talent show kind of thing.
Kinda. They would have open mic nights where anyone could roll up and just show what they wanted.
That's what's up.
And I can't remember how it's... Oh, my dad had this story he would tell about this girl who lost all of her arms, and like, you're finding these arms and legs and you're picking them up, and then you see her and you drop them all in front of her and you go, "Pull yourself together." And it's this dad jokes. It was a super long story, but I remember one day I was at this open mic event and I went on stage and I told it, and I got a good reaction. And then I just kept trying to find that. So I would write different skits about school or just what I was dealing with in life. You know, like, jokes and laughter is consistently the most important thing to me, even above rap. Like, the feeling of making people laugh, there's nothing like it.
Right. And then that transitioned into rap, where now you just want your lyrics or the sentences you were writing started to become something more, do you think? Or the music influenced you after
I think the music influenced me. I remember, like, so I was doing comedy for a while, and then my school caught wind of it, and they wanted me to start hosting their talent shows. But performing for random adults is completely different from performing for your school.
Oh, yeah.
So I bombed. Like, it was trash. It was disgusting.
I bombed too, and that's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, it sucks. And
I want to kill myself.
It was some whack-ass shit. I lost all the clout I had built up over the school year, like, gone in a moment. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with comedy. And then about like 2 or 3 years later, was when Apple Music came out. So I got my Apple Music membership, and I started listening to rap. And this is around when Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly. Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly, and Dr. Dre dropped his third album, Compton. And those two albums just did some crazy shit to my mind.
And by the way, in terms of like getting into like rap at that time, those are probably one of the best two examples.
Yeah, those are real. Like, To Pimp a Butterfly won like 11 Grammys. Or some shit.
It was amazing.
Incredible. And they like broke my mind open. But I was always like, I like rap, I'm not a rapper, for a very long time, until I got to high school, and then I was like, yo, I can like do some shit with this.
Like, you started experimenting with like just like singing along for most rap songs, but then you started making your own beats. Is that how it happened?
I just like, I always had a gift for rhyming, and we had to do this school project in environmental science.
They're like, yo, this volcano is popping. This volcano is dropping. Get it, hit it.
It was like,
it's about to explode, bitch. Pow!
Very similar shit. Like, I think I was rapping about nitrogen and the nitrogen cycle, and he was like, you can present this information however you want to. And I started writing a rap to it, and I was like, yo, this is really good. And then I went on Up With People, and I met Nick, a really close homie of mine, who was the best freestyler, like rap freestyler.
Isn't that crazy when you meet someone that who can just freestyle like crazy and just like, dude, how do you do that?
Yo,
how do you do that shit?
I have this video of Nick on the bus on like the second day of Up With People, and he spit for like 5 minutes straight. and it was it was so dope that like I finished it and I immediately sent it to my dad. I was like, you got to look at this shit. Look at who I just met.
Daddy, look who I found.
Yeah, like also,
I found a new daddy.
yeah, you're fired.
Straight up.
My dad was also super influential in my hip hop journey because like he dabbled in rap in his own performances, and also he was a DJ.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so I would
Dude, your
listen
dad's in a lot of things.
Yo, my dad, incredible. But
Yeah.
I would listen to him like mixing in all of these different rap songs and be like, this is fire. So when I got into hip hop, we got into hip hop together, and we were able to explore things like Kendrick Lamar. Like I remember listening to his albums and talking about it with my dad. All that to say is my dad was big in this process, but
Right.
Nick was super helpful in this process.
Right.
Because I would sit next to him on the bus for like 3 months straight. And we had like an hour and a half bus ride in the morning and an hour and a half in the evening. And we would just rap the entire time. And it was super great because Nick was a way better rapper than me.
Right. But
Way
it pushed
better.
you, right? It pushed you to want to get to
Exactly.
that level, right?
And it taught me the ins and outs of freestyling. And then the bus is too small for us to have our own section. So it taught me the ins and outs of freestyling with an audience.
Okay.
And seeing what people would like as well. And really, really helpful. Nick is consistently one of the most important parts of me rapping.
Hell yeah.
I bet that was quite an experience to like learn, especially in front of an audience, to consistently do that. And I think that's very important as a developing musician or artist, to be able to do things in front of people. I was always of the mindset like, oh no, I can't perform without like being completely ready or whatever, this and that. So I'll always go by myself. But it's like incredible to be able to, in my own experiences in recent times, performing, playing, and doing very, what is it called? Very in the moment kind of thing.
Yeah.
Improvising. and
Improvising around people, very important. And so that was influential. And
super influential
Yeah.
because I would like rap something and then the person who was sitting in front of me would either turn around and be like, yo, that's fire, or they would keep looking forward. And so the goal was to have them turn around and stay turned. And in order to do that, you had to be more impressive than whatever was in their phone.
Oh yeah, on the spot too.
Yeah.
This is a hard thing to do.
It was very difficult. The first few months of it was me using like the same bars over
Just like,
and over.
shut up!
Yeah, like
Try to sleep!
It would be like, yo, we're on the bus. Rapping is a must. Like just over and over till I figured out something new. But it was really, really, really helpful.
Dope, man.
Because it was just this chrysalis where I had just me and Nick. And Nick was the only person I needed to impress because the people sitting next to me couldn't rap anyway.
No, I see. It's always good to find a rival, like at least a healthy rival. For me, it's always been literally from high school. It was my friend Lee, who could just draw anime like crazy, like anime inspired, like Japanese kind of drawings, and it always inspired me to chase that of like, how can I be on that level? And that to me, having a rival, like a healthy rival, I'm like, dude, I want to be a rival, and he's like, sure, man. Whatever you want. And I'm like, I want to beat you one day. I have dreams. And he's like, whatever, man.
That's
cool.
that's exactly what it felt like.
Oh,
it was
the
like,
best, man.
I'm gonna out rap you one day. Like I'm gonna get there, and you're gonna be embarrassed, and then we're gonna hug afterwards, and it's gonna be incredible.
It's not until they feel that push of like, oh God, this is real now. All right, now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
And then I got back to Bermuda, and I had this experience with someone else. I had a really good friend of mine. Kai Rishi on Instagram, incredible model, incredible photographer, stylist, all of that. Anything with photos, kills it. But he was a really good friend of mine for a period of time. And during that period of time, I had just gotten home from Up With People, and I needed someone to rap with. So I taught him how to rap. And then he started being able to compete with me.
Wait, is he the one that you showed me that sample the other day?
No, that's my friend Haz, but Haz was one of the people from this creative arts charity. That was another big introduction to rap. Was there were all sorts of kids flowing through this creative arts charity. Haz, Case, one of the most insane rappers in the world, Aisha, who were on levels that during the time where I was like, I don't really think I'm ever going to be a rapper, they would still be inspiring me. And it was some crazy shit. And then going back to what you were talking about performing in front of an audience, that's all open mic was.
Yeah.
And luckily, everyone in the audience tended to also be an artist.
Right.
So it was a beautiful space to practice those things.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Especially to be surrounded by people that are artists and like understand what it's like to be up there or be almost inexperienced for those that are experienced, and not just I don't know, I wouldn't say just people who aren't in the scene. They're very more judgmental and negative, I would say.
Yeah.
Than artists who understand.
Pessimistic.
Yeah, no, and that's a lot of like what Choostic was. Choostic was a space for quote unquote those who understand. Not everyone was an artist, but they were all there to carry and protect the same energy. And being able to learn about hip hop in a space like that was incredible. They had this thing called Chew Slam, which was this poetry group that they trained. And it was all like high school kids to kids who were just out of high school.
Okay.
And they trained and did these poetry events, and then they flew out to a poetry competition.
Damn.
And killed the shit. And people were like, Bermuda, where's that?
Yeah.
And they destroyed the game.
Right. And is this a thing that we could find somewhere? Or?
I'm sure that we could. My dad will hate it if we find this. So after this podcast,
After
we
this
will.
podcast.
Oh my
We find
God!
something
There's
like that.
videos of my father performing his own rap on YouTube.
Hey,
It's some
okay.
scary shit.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, man. Well, let's move on to this because I know we got some other stuff to talk about. So let's check out this one.
Butter, ragu, dip that thing in now.
No.
Dip it, dip it, dip it.
What the
That's what drinking milk.
No, this combo smack. I gotta try that.
I understand. Holy shit.
She said the combo. Wait, she said the combo was smack. You never did something like that?
I said that's what drinking milk looks like to me. That shit is disgusting.
You don't drink milk, bro?
I don't.
I don't know. You're you and Gilbert, man.
All right, section 2. Let's have a discussion about milk drinking real quick. This is not what I plan to do today. In Bermuda, when we talk about Americans,
Yeah.
the myth that is America,
Yeah.
people be like, yeah, they're just out there fucking watching cartoons and drinking
Drinking
milk.
milk.
Drinking
Yep.
milk like every day.
Yep.
And I was like, no way. And then I landed in Minnesota and I just saw someone casually just
Yeah.
pour a glass of milk.
By the way, it's mainly Americans. For me,
Yeah,
it was I mean, like for me, it was more like I was my first girlfriend. They would make spaghetti, like, you know, spaghetti and meatballs, like you normally would, and then they give me like a glass of milk. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand what the purpose of this was. Like, give me. I grew up drinking soda, like drinking soda with the meal. Recently, now it's water with the meal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like soda in a meal, not milk and a meal. I didn't understand that. Milk and cereal for sure. You know what I mean?
Dude, the other night I was at Kevin's house. He drank 3 glasses of milk in 1
Kevin?
hour. Yeah, Kevin. He drank 3 glasses
You're
of
like,
milk.
yo, you getting another glass, and he's just like pouring down his face.
And then we were about to leave, and he was like, 1 second, I have to do something. And he got a 4th fucking glass of milk. Like I thought he was grabbing his keys or some shit.
I understand that because like when I first saw him, like, what is the point of this? What are you guys doing this? Because you don't do that. At least I don't think you do that.
I used to,
But
when
why?
I was really young.
Why was the point of that?
It was just because milk tasted good.
It did. But like 2% skin whole,
I have no idea.
the blue
Man's
red
was
cap.
just chugging.
I was good
just-
with any milk. Like,
What color
milk
was the
tasted
cap,
all
was
the
it?
same.
Okay, so it
It
doesn't
didn't
matter.
matter what milk it was. It tasted the same. Didn't matter. People were like, oh, you want like 2% whole milk? Like,
Give me some milk, bro.
just like my dick, I don't feel shit.
Oh, have we gotten into these conversations?
Yeah, well, you heard it here first, folks. So you know how it goes. In any case, Jesus Christ. Okay, so milk. Yeah. Okay, so that's one of the things that always like it polarized me. But in terms of like, you never made like nachos with cheese and put it in a microwave kind of stuff, like your own home inventions that you were like, this is fire.
Dude,
What do you got?
Absurd home inventions.
Yeah.
Not just ones that turned out well, but
Yeah.
like,
like some
Rancid
crazy
ones.
Yeah, like
shit.
butter and ragu. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, let me think. Crazy ass home inventions that I made. My dad would make like an entire breakfast burrito and then put a banana in it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Start over.
I'm talking ketchup, mayonnaise, cheese, eggs, bacon, peppers.
So he rolled it up.
And no, he'd like put the banana in it and then roll it up. Like, And then and he would like chop it up with a knife and be like, there's gonna be some good shit for breakfast.
Was it good?
It was delicious.
You've had it.
It was very good.
So
Sorry,
you had
microphone.
it. So you know it. You know what it is.
Bro,
So that's not crazy.
it's better than you think.
He
dude.
knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Eggs, cheese, mayonnaise, ketchup, and a banana.
What?
What the fuck?
It sounds like you just put that shit in a blender and just hit blend,
Ew.
and then you just drink that shit. Like, what is this?
That would probably be nasty, but the banana breakfast burrito is a
What
win.
the hell? I mean,
I would have them separately, but together, I don't know, man.
I used to just fry bologna, bro. Like that was
Dude.
my shit.
Post divorce, my dad was like, "All right, I'm gonna show you how to cook." But we were broke, so it was some like,
Like, here's mac and cheese, and here's the toast.
Yeah.
Dude.
Figure it out.
I will never forget how like I was like, "Why is my dad getting excited for hot dog day 2?"
He's like rolling this shit up.
He's
Fuck
like,
you,
"Yo, dude,
Oscar Mayer wiener.
hot dog is not steak. We good today." Like,
Damn. So life was different back then. Okay.
life was serious. I mean, like not to get super deep, but
Yeah.
my parents got divorced around 8.
Okay.
And I still lived with my mom, and in fact, I've lived with my mom recently and shit. But me and my dad always had a super special connection.
Okay.
And as much as the divorce part of it sucked, being able to hang out and just live with my dad solo was fire. And it was actually, we got so used to each other that when he got his first like post-divorce girlfriend, she was like, "This place is a fucking mess." And we were like, "What are you talking about?"
Excuse me? Excuse me?
You're gonna insult our clothes pile like that, ma'am?
Like that shit is organized with yes and yes.
Yeah,
It just
like-
goes.
This one doesn't smell yet.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
fine.
Yeah.
It's just a gradient from not smelly to smelly. And like,
Oh my
you just gotta
god.
choose the right shit. But like, it was really dope. Like me and my dad are super close.
No, I bet. Yeah. Hearing that bologna or the frying the banana inside a burrito.
I'm telling you, man.
That's
breakfast burrito with some banana in it.
Damn. Was there anything else like that? Like on that level?
Just like bananas and peanut. My dad likes bananas.
Was there just like a banana
and
tree in the
peanut
back?
butter,
Is that what it was?
Onion and banana juice.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta
Is
blow
this
his mind.
something that you've done?
I haven't. I've tried them a while back, but I don't remember quite. It's very like distinct, but also if you remember in Avatar, there's like
Yep.
the
Yeah.
last episode of the second season. He
Yep.
goes to the guru and
To
he's
clear
like
your chakra.
Yep.
banana and onion soup or like juice or whatever.
Onion juice. That's some good stuff.
I be into my smoothies and shit, but I don't be doing all that.
Damn.
I do like a banana zucchini ginger.
Wait.
That's fire.
Damn, that's nuts, man. I mean, I never really thought of that. Like the craziest thing, like I said, just frying bologna and like making like cheese on my own nachos. That's it.
That was the craziest shit.
That was the
you did?
craziest thing I've ever done.
Understand.
And I ate at Rat one time, but that was a long time ago. I don't
I was
count.
waiting for it. I feel like everyone has like those little
I
stories.
don't think I really
like,
have anything that's that insane. Whatever for you, Evan.
I put Monster Energy in my pasta and fucked it over.
Yeah. Oh, he made a video about that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you could put it in the description. It's fucked.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And
it's
so
the
you'll
whole
see
thing.
me in the very end credits or like whatever you call it, just me sitting on the stairs eating banana because it was so bad I had to throw it out.
And your idea was that if you put Monster Energy inside the spaghetti or as outside, like to make it grow faster, it'll taste better.
That was like a part of the skit, but then also like when I recooked the pasta and ended up putting together in the pot, like put my other ingredients, put the oils and the peanuts and mix in other shit. I then was like, oh, brilliant idea. Let's add some Monster Energy. Holy
Destroy it,
shit.
yeah.
It tanked from like maybe an 80 out of like 100 of taste down to a
Jesus.
negative sub-zero. That was not pleasant.
I can't believe I forgot about that shit. That's crazy.
It was like mixing peanut oil and Monster Energy just doesn't work.
Who would have thought?
I
don't know. I don't know if you
I'm
know.
glad you told me because I was gonna go home and do that for dinner. so-
Please do not.
No.
But if you
Definitely
do,
not.
just know that make another meal.
Yeah.
Make another.
Just be prepared for that. All right, guys. It's getting to be the time, so we still got like plenty of time. But let's keep on rolling with this. Let's see what we got here.
Hey boys, your dessert's ready. Now you gotta clean it up.
Well, she heard. She said it. Dessert is ready. Whipped cream. Was that too much for you? I'm sorry.
I'm personally not prepared to clean it up. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
What are you talking about? That is freshly squeezed, bro.
You're right. It was prime whipped cream.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean, man. That shit looks clean. Okay, besides that, man, favorite restaurant you've been to here in Minnesota?
Favorite
Getting
restaurant
back to
here
food
in
topic.
Minnesota.
Shit that made you go like, this is yummy. This is yummy. And you can't say Cane's. Because everybody loves Cane's.
Fuck. All right, let me rethink. Now, as rich as I look in person, I have not done a lot of restaurant growing. I'm not a very wealthy man. But I will say that it's just something about McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no McDonald's in Bermuda?
There's no McDonald's in Bermuda. That's why it's something about McDonald's. Because it's like a special thing for me.
That makes sense.
Like,
that makes more sense.
And there was one day while I was here where we got McDonald's and I got halfway through it and I was like, oh, what are you doing, man? But
Why are we doing this?
Why are
to
we doing
ourselves?
this only gonna impact, man.
yeah,
Don't look
but,
at yourself like that.
but I was like, it's okay, Yassine. You be going for your runs, you be drinking your smoothies.
Yeah.
You can eat this McDonald's, but yeah.
You earned it.
And then you and I went to this Mexican place at
Yeah.
my first night meeting you. That was
Which
incredible.
was not my favorite Mexican restaurant. There's a better one, but that was the only one that was open that late. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. You had Mexican tapas that night. It
I
was
did.
good.
Wait, I have established it. Keys Cafe.
What?
Keys Cafe was fucking incredible.
What the heck is that?
Keys Cafe.
Do you know?
Have you not been to Keys Cafe?
We passed
Apparently-
it today, and I was like, dude, that's Keys. Like,
Apparently,
it's some
we
good
don't
shit.
hang out enough, so no.
Apparently not.
All right, Evan.
What is this?
And on our own hanging out journey, how was Keys?
Phenomenal. I
Wait, explain what the food
had-
is and your experience. Yeah.
normally in my life growing up with Keys, it's always been a breakfast place.
Okay.
But recently getting to hang out with band people, it would be like sometimes an evening, rarely an evening, normally like the next day gig, but regardless, hanging out with you guys, sometimes like we went to Keys once and they also have dinners. Like it's full meal, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Kind of like a
I've-
Perkins situation.
Yeah, in a way.
It was
They
some
don't
crazy-
stay up as late. But
Perkins blast.
regardless, they have massive dinners, and they're basically, it feels like a home cook. It is a home cooked meal. It
Dude.
feels
Is it
great.
family owned, right?
I think
Or kind of like one of those, not hole in the wall, but it's just kind of like this, not commercial.
it's kind of commercialized, but it was at one point.
There was this very...
I don't know enough history about it.
It was so good. Like, I sat down. Evan put me onto the pecan rolls, which is like a cinnamon roll, but it's like pecan pie. It's
Okay.
like good shit. And then I can't remember what I ordered, but at some point they brought out all the food, and I turned to my left. This is in the middle of August.
Yeah.
And Evan had a full Christmas dinner on his plate.
Yeah.
Turkey, mashed potatoes,
boy eats.
fucking stuffing. No. This ain't even about eating. I was like, you can order Christmas dinner outside of Christmas?
I
Blew
didn't.
my mind. So Keys Cafe takes my win.
So Keys Cafe has like seasonal meals or like generally kind of that kind of stuff, right?
Not necessarily. Like they just have that.
Christmas dinner.
I love how you
I love
describe this
it.
Christmas dinner. Like you in America, that shit's like.
It's a normal
Dinner?
day to day shit.
That's just dinner?
That's just day to day shit.
Bro, nah.
In Bermuda, it's like, is that what you're gonna get? Like Bermuda's like a special day at Christmas. Like this is when we turn up, right?
I mean, for turkey and stuffing, yeah. We don't have a Thanksgiving because there were no people to murder when
I
we
thought
got
you were
to
gonna
Bermuda.
say like there's no turkeys down
Nah,
there.
they just weren't native Bermudians. So we don't have a Thanksgiving, but we fuck hard on Christmas. We go hard for Christmas.
I'm glad you
Watch your profile.
are active.
Children watch this show,
I'm
man.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'm just kidding. I'm going flop. Going back to that. Yeah, we gotta go to Key someday. I'm now intrigued.
Yes.
It's got him turned. I wanna try it.
I would also say
I like
that
food.
honorable mention is Perkins. Those mozzarella sticks hit deliciously, and
Stealing them from other people's
Yeah.
tables is quite exhilarating.
When they're not looking, it's the best
it makes
experience.
them taste better.
It does.
so like,
Like,
real
I
quick,
grabbed it.
we went to Perkins as a group, all three of us and
Yeah.
Aaron, and fucking waitress, like a group had left the table next to
Yeah.
us. Noticed that there were 3 mozzarella sticks left on the table.
Mhm.
After much deliberation, I took one for the team and I leaned over and I grabbed the mozzarella sticks.
As you should.
Little did I, like 2 seconds later, some dude in a suit came up to our table and was just like, "Is one of you Miller?"
Yeah.
And we were all too focused on the mozzarella sticks to realize that he was trying to help us because he found Aaron's wallet.
Yeah. No, I put that together. We talked about it in one of our podcasts. I put all that together. If I didn't like casually look at what he was doing, put it all together, like as he left, I saw the wallet from him hanging from his thing, and I'm like, isn't Aaron's last name Miller? I still haven't got a thank you by him, but I got his. Yeah, I was like, dude, I think that he got your wallet, and then he did, and then boom, there it is.
Very, very lucky. Very lucky. We were very worried about those mozzarella sticks. We thought dude was coming up to our table to kick us out.
Johnny Miller.
We're like, yeah,
Did you eat those mozzarella
stealing
sticks?
too many mozzarella sticks.
You look like you stole some mozzarella sticks. Get out of my Perkins.
Dude has been sitting behind the security camera all day just waiting for a moment like this.
He's like, this is my moment to shine.
They took some mozzarella sticks.
I'm gonna kick these people out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get promoted.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Hell yeah, man. Well, first of all, yeah, I'm glad everything worked out and we didn't get kicked out. Eric got his walls back. I still haven't gotten a thank you. Moving on. We're going on to the next one because we got much more things to talk about in such a short amount of time.
Yes, we try.
I can never look at the song anymore the same. Yeah.
I will not see that song.
Ever the same way.
By the way, I have been
Agreed.
saving this for the longest time.
I'm glad.
I keep forgetting to play it.
That has scarred me.
Yeah.
But in a great way.
I can't wait to look at you while you're playing Sweet Child.
Yeah.
Start humping some poles.
Exactly. For those of you guys who don't know, in the band of EBS, Elite Bullshit, the last encore song of the band is Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Indeed.
we got to turn up for that. And by the way, yeah, we're all just gearing up for this last show we got going on this Friday, which is going to be the week from this Friday is going to be Yassine's last day. This is basically what we're wrapping up to.
Yeah.
What are you feeling, man? We got one last week here.
Damn, I did not expect to be answering that.
Well, you better. You got 4 minutes, bro.
So, when I flew out here, I had just gone through some tumultuous things in my friend group. I had just quit my job. Actually, I had quit my job, and then my job was like, but you're on schedule for next week, right? Yeah. And so, like, I'd quit my job,
Like,
but I was
nah,
still
I quit.
working there. And, like...
Okay.
Yeah, it was just...
Ghost hours is what we call them.
Yeah, so much was happening in Bermuda that I needed to get out. I tried to come to Minnesota in May of 2021, but it didn't work out because of timing and money. And so I came out here, booked my ticket on September 11th. I flew out, and I landed, and I got off the plane, and I saw Aaron, and I was like, hey, Aaron, should I move to Minnesota? And he was like, yeah.
In the best way Aaron could.
Yeah. And here we are about 2-3 weeks after when I was planning to leave.
Yeah.
So I have to go and sort out some family things in Canada, but like this has been every minute the experience I need it to be. I've done a lot of spiritual growth.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of growth as a musician, as an artist, and definitely as a person.
Dude, that's what's up. And that's what's so crazy because it all happened. It felt like you just got here and now you're just about to go. That to me is crazy. I mean, we still got one more week and we got this last show that we're about to do all together, which is going to be insane.
Absolutely.
But
I'm
wow.
super glad to hear that you've had such a great experience and we're able to stay longer than anticipated. It's been a pleasure having you and being able to be part of your life.
Thanks, man. Same to you. Like I've made some truly like incredible connections, and so I'm sad that I'm leaving, but it's not totally done yet because I'm hoping to come back for Thanksgiving.
Yay.
Which I'm very excited for. I know it's one of the most American of holidays.
Yeah.
So
We're going to eat you.
Yo.
We're not eating turkey.
I knew I was gonna get out of it at some point.
Just so you know, you and Floof going down, bro.
Not Floof. Yo, spare the Floof. Floof has been the MVP of this trip as well. I brought my teddy bear Floof out here. He has been Truly incredible.
Yeah. For those of you guys who don't know, Floof is it's his teddy bear. It's the one. Here, I'll put a video real quick, and there it is. It's a little Floof teddy bear, just chilling out, chilling and relaxing in. Cool. Anyway, yeah, dude. Besides that, what are you gonna miss the most until you come back? I guess. Yeah.
Oh man,
McDonald's
is actually the first thing that came to mind.
Have you ever had a Happy Meal? You know what that is?
I think I had one like as a kid when I came to the States, but like we need to do that before I leave.
We can do that tonight.
Oh my god.
You need to get a Fred Flintstone as like a little action figure with some apples, you know?
What am I gonna miss the most?
Yeah, man.
I think that living with Aaron is something that I was not expecting to do in my life.
It seems a very special thing, just that.
Yeah, it's not something I was expecting to do that I'm very happy I did because I've always... Like, I always knew if I made it as a musician, Aaron would be, like, the first person I call to come work on music with me.
Right.
So being able to work on music with him and live with him has been truly incredible. And I also think being surrounded by these incredible artists has been really, really amazing. Like, I found a solid, beautiful group of friends out here. And definitely friends that I'll carry for the rest of my life. So that's been...
Yeah, man. I mean, even after you leave, we're working on shit together still.
Yeah.
I'm producing a couple of your songs, and I already made a couple other ones here that we will definitely post. And I'll obviously keep you guys updated, and I'll drop them whenever they get dropped, and obviously whenever that happens. But for sure... It's not the end for us still. Like, it's not goodbye. That's not the way I see it. I was like, I'll see
band. Like, we can't just stop now. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Exactly, man. So for me, it's like, yeah, I'll see you like in another month, and I'll see you for sure by next year when you come back and stay for a little bit longer, so we can actually work on music together and get more shit done because we have a lot of stuff to do.
We have a lot to do. We really do. And I think that the biggest things I'll miss, like the people that come to mind, like It's been a really special experience.
Yeah,
like
man.
You, Aaron, and Monkey are gonna be like extra hard for me. I love you, Arturo.
Yeah.
I love you so much, and like
Thank
this
you.
whole group is gonna be hard to leave.
No, man, I care a lot about you.
Yeah.
And just trying to get you going with this. I mean, trying to get you financially independent with just you're making your own music and stuff is going to be a journey in and of itself. We still have so much more to do. So, final thoughts before I roll this last clip.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Two of them. Holy shit.
Chicken chest.
Hell yeah. Well, with that, guys, just follow Yassine. I have his Instagram. It will be obviously in the description below. I'll let you know when this episode releases, so we'll get all this shit going out. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to roll this last clip. And yeah, adios. Goodbye. I think, oh yeah, this one right here.
Oh shit.
Wait.
Okay, so real quick, what you guys just saw is a piece of my culture. That was likely...
I know, I thought so.
That's some Caribbean shit right there. Like if you guys Google dancehall and soca parties, you'll see motherfuckers doing the most insane dance moves with each other on shit like that.
Hey, bro, so I nailed it, right?
Bro, you'll see people jumping off like fucking speakers into some pussy. Like, it's incredible. Like,
dude, I think I fucking nailed this one.
Yeah, you did.
Wow, I'm proud of myself. I was not expecting that, but cool. All right, guys.
That's
see you later.
awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.